I haven't casted a Skaven game on this channel yet, in video format at the very least. But here we are, we got Teddy Spaghetti on the Skaven up against Scopy, I don't know, on Grand Cathay. It's going to be on Conquest as well. Let's see how things go here. We have a Gracier of Plague on a Bell. I don't know why I struggled so much saying that. With Vermintide, Wither, Warp Storm Scroll as well, and Scorch and Holy Climber. What am I talking about? Those two come with the Bell. Silly goof. I also got Plague Rush, and yeah, it's gonna be. This is one of the best lore choices for the Skaven. So we got Skaven Slaves for the infantry. Double Poison Wind Globe. There's no more that I'm missing. And a whole bunch of freaking Warplock Giselles, 4 of them in total. That's quite excessive, don't you think, there, buddy Skaven player here? You want to just really overwhelm the Grand Cathay inside with your weapon team? I mean, fine, you can upshow them. Why not? We got double Rat Ogre in the center with 2 more on both flanks, including more Wolf Rats protecting their Warplock Giselles. Probably not the best map for Warplock Giselles, considering all these trees, but we'll see how they do. For the Grand Cathay inside, we do have Zhao Ming, Iron Dragon. He's got Dragon's Breath. That's it. Should be spamming that out. Of course, in Plague of Rust with his Warding Iron for that ward save. He doesn't have his... What? Does he not have his item? What? Huh? Am I missing something? Why would you not bring his item? Confuse me. Why? I mean, speaking of, though, this is the same player who's bringing double Jet Lion, so that's a bit cray. Especially considering this isn't even the new freaking build, the new patch. So the Jet Lions haven't received any buffs. Not that those new buffs are substantial, but either way. A double Jet Lion, possibly trying to fear route a lot of the Skaven infantry units. I don't know. We have Peasant Long Spearmen, 4 of them, 5 of them in total in the center, and a whole bunch of Peasants Horsemen plus Jade Lancers on both flanks. And then we have, of course, some Crowmen up top. Did I really just say cray? What? I've never said that in my freaking life. Why did I say that? Zhao Ming is going to make his way over to the point, potentially start capping it maybe once it unlocks. I'm not sure. The Warplock Giselles are getting some pretty nice damage along the side of this Peasant Horseman. That's because they are looking away from the Warplock Giselles, so they're getting really nice crossfire shots into the sides. The Rat Ogres and the Wolf Rats get a pretty good engagement there against the Peasant Horsemen and the Jade Lancers. You really don't want to be stacking both your cav, 2 to 3 of your cav up against the Rat Ogres and Wolf Rats. You want to definitely separate all of them, forcing the Skaven player to have to focus on more than one at a time. But you know what it is. The Bell ability there, the Unholy Clamor going off, giving a bunch of leadership increases to the Skaven. We got a Scorch going down there, not really doing much against the Peasant Long Spearmen, who are just going to be having a noodle contest with all these Skaven slaves. Some Onyx Crowmen get on top of the Warplock Giselles, and we'll shred them very quickly. Dragon's Breath ripping through those Skaven slaves. Speaking of shredding, the Peasant Horsemen are beaten back by the Rat Ogres. And once again, the Grand Cathayan player is allowing a lot of their cav to just be tied up by a single or 2 units of Rat Ogres. They need to separate and go around, split up the attention of the Skaven player. But harder said than done when you go in such a wide build, so it makes sense. Poison Wind Globes also get shut down by Onyx Crowman, both of them doing great work while the cav are struggling. One of these gels will most likely come back, we'll see. A Wither going down, reducing the armor of the Jade Lances, bringing down to 70 armor. Gonna make it a lot easier with these Rat Ogres and Wolf Rats to deal some damage to them. Warplock Giselles getting beat down by the Jet Lion. Speaking of the Jet Lion, where's the other one at? The other one is... that's in the middle here, fighting Rat Ogres and whatnot. This one is just trying to rout off those Warplock Giselles who get thrown a missile mirror on top of them, which is sneaky, very sneaky. Maybe this Skaven player won't notice. We'll see. The Jet Lion is doing absolutely nothing here in this fight here, just literally just sitting there. Wow, great animations there. What is going on? Poison Wind Globe. Don't you love single entity sometimes? Poison Wind Globe's hitting those Peasant Long Spearmen and doing some pretty good damage there. Jetline sitting there idly by, doing nothing, needs some new orders. Peasant Long Spearmen fighting back wolf rats. Rat ogres catch out these shade lances and are probably going to get them routing here soon. A nice scorch compared to the last one. Going to be ripping through those Peasant Long Spearmen and doing some pretty good chip damage as well. Jetline just kind of wasting its ability on clan rats. Not really doing too much. I mean, to be fair, what else is going to use this AP on? I guess chasing after the Gracier. I think that's probably the best bet at this point. Is just chasing after the Jetsier with Zhao Ming, maybe. I don't know. Or fighting back the Rat Ogres. Hard to say. Balance of power looking to be in Skaven's favor, and I'm not surprised there. J-Lancers are taking quite a bit of damage from those poison globes as they're caught out by the Rat Ogres. We're having to fight out the Rat Ogres at the moment. And they're going to rout very quickly after that, because that is a lot of burst damage. My god, they're just getting absolutely deleted off the freaking game. 9 models, and yeah, they're just going to get Last Samurai. 1 model left. They're gone. Their code is rewritten. It's just deleted. Control X'd out. Zhao Ming is going to try to fight this Gracier, potentially catch him out, snipe him out. But I don't think the Gracier is going to let that happen. I don't think the Skaven player is going to allow this. It's way too easy for the Gracier to just get away from Zhao Ming. Despite him being a dragon, he's just not going to have an easy time catching that slippery little rat. Jetline doing absolutely nothing really for the guy on Cathay inside. Barely picking up, I doubt he's picking up much value at all. 67, in fact, that poor Jetline. I was talking bad about the cockroach teams before, but this Jetline, oof, I mean, at least they have Missile Mirror, which, you know, is something. Poison Wind Clubs getting some fire into the Jetline. They do throw a Missile Mirror on top of them. And so they're going to get those thrown back at them, which is very nice. My god, I did a lot of damage. That was very good there. I actually loved that. Incredible. Oh my god, look how much damage they're taking just from fighting those freaking Rat Ogres. My god, this is the first, against Jetlines, that's the only time you'll see Rat Ogres just absolutely brutalize something like that. Jetline is just so frail. It's getting run over by those Rat Ogres. Yeah, it's dead. It's crumbled up to pieces. Gone. Bye-bye, Jetline. Poor guy. Zhao Ming being a dragon, yet being dragged down by Rat Ogres as he's trying to chase the Gracier, which is just comedic. My god. Janky Cathay dragons. A clan rat summon coming in there. Zhao Ming is probably just going to be surrounded and tied down while the rest of the army recuperates and gathers up to finish him off. He is a powerful dragon, but he is not going to have an easy time with the rest of this army by himself, and that'll be it, especially because the Jetline is just doing nothing back there. 45 kills, 132 value. Yep. Poor Jetline. I feel for them. I feel for this Grand Cathayan player thinking that the Jetline could actually do anything. They're just one of those single entities in this game that are so pitiful that you can't help but feel bad for anybody who brings them. Missile Mirror was cool though. Very, very cool. Catching those poison wind globes out. But 570 here on the Gracier. Doing pretty decent. Everything else, it mostly just a support lord there. Some decent scorches, however. On top of those peasant spearmen, clearing that infantry out. The Giselles did all right. They of course had a bit of issue, especially when you're bringing that many Giselles. That's just way too many, especially on a map like this, which you need a big open map if you're gonna be bringing this many Giselles. And even then, 4 is too many. Probably just bring 3. But my god, yeah. Against Grand Cathay, who can bring a lot of mobile units. I mean, I suppose Skaven can as well. It's very dangerous. But they can be easily shut down, and you get not that much value in return for bringing them. I guess if they shoot at crossbowmen, luckily, or I suppose maybe at I can't think of the name of the shotguns. If they can, but none of those were brought. Rat Ogres 1071. 1080 on this one, 890 here. They did pretty good there. I mean, they literally just got fed Grand Cathay Cav. I don't know what else to say there. Those rat ogres had a fantastic time, better than any time that they've had down in the pits below with Clan Molder. They were able to feast on free horses and humans just throwing at them, crushing them to death. So yeah, rat ogres just had a field day, and I mean also again they got a bit of a. The jet lions made them look good. Normally, I would say the rat ogres are fine. They're not great. They don't have the best melee stats. Great AP, however. But the jet lions just... Yeah, you've never seen a rat ogre melt anything that quickly or do as much damage that quickly. The jet lions just... we're not talking about them, though. The rat ogres, they had a good day. Poison Wind Globus... didn't do that great. At least this one didn't. The other one got 1291. I imagine it was from the Jade Lancers, maybe. That's probably my safest bet. Otherwise, maybe throwing it at the Crowman. They get a lot of value off of multi-model infantry or multi-model units rather than single entity models like Jet Lion, like a Jet Lion and Xiaoming. So that's where I'm guessing. Everything else didn't do anything too noteworthy. I can't believe I missed the initial clan rat. I was like, where did I miss an initial clan rat when I saw the first one? I figured it was maybe a summon, but no, there was a clan rat, and then I just missed it. We also have Zhao Ming here, 800 value. Didn't do that great. Needed to spam out more. Needed to spam out more dragon fires, dragon breaths, whatever they're called. But even then, not that great of targets, as the Giselles are pretty spaced out. And Poison Wind Globes have pretty decent armor to mitigate quite a bit of that damage, so fortunately for him, not the greatest. Greatest opportunities. Maybe he needed to just be fighting rat ogres forever. Pick up some good value. Yeah, Peasant Horsemen and Jade Lancers didn't do the greatest. 700 value here, 600 value there. Yeah, the rat ogres are pretty much just a counter to the Jade Lancers. If you let them get caught out, it's pretty much over for the Jade Lancers. They can hold it for a bit of time, despite being against anti-infantry, rather AP monstrous infantry. Especially if they get the charge out, which I don't think that most of the Jade Lancers did. I think some of them got body blocked by each other. They need that charge off if they want to stand a chance. But even then, they don't want that fight. Typically, you want to screen those rat ogres out with the peasant horsemen. Let the peasant horsemen take the brunt of those rat ogres, and then get like a rear charge, side charge with those Jade Lancers, or just ignore them completely. Let them fight with the peasant horsemen and run around them to get on top of the good parts of the Skaven formation, including the Giselles and the Poison Globes. Especially when your Onyx Crowmen are in the fight, they need support as well from the Cav. But yeah, despite that, they got decent value. 853 here, 432 there. Oh man, I'm not gonna riff on the jet lions anymore. I can't. It's just anything more than this would just be beating a dead horse, or beating a dead lion in this case. But yeah, we're not going to talk about the Jet Lions. They are units that exist in this video game. We'll catch you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Subscribe. If not, either way, have a good night or good day. Bye-bye.